When a child goes missing, it is a terrifying event that no parent should go through. Unfortunately, it does happen, and it happens almost every single day. In many missing children cases, there are other siblings in the household, and they too go through immense trauma trying to process where their brother or sister is, and sometimes they don't understand why their sibling is not coming back. I can't imagine the pain and confusion. In saying the above, I fail to understand how and why Don Wells would take his son, who I believe was about 12 years old at the time, with him to do an on-camera interview, just days after his sister went missing. When I saw Josie standing there, with his head down, all sorts of thoughts ran through my head. First of all, it seems like he was told to stand quietly and not make eye contact with the reporters. Maybe if he looked too engaged, the reporter would ask him questions. So, why would Don take him with to do that on-camera interview? There could be many reasons. Maybe the same reason as to why Candus emphasized all the small details on the day Summer went missing, like she walked her to the door, told the boys to watch her, and was just 2 minutes, then went back into the children. She obviously wanted to portray herself as a caring and overprotective mother. Maybe Don took Josie with him because he wanted to paint a happy family picture, with him being a role model father. Another reason, which is a bit more troubling, is that Josie is being made to feel that it is all his fault Summer vanished. If that's the case, then I'm heartbroken for him. However, it is a real possibility, going on previous statements Don and Candus have made. For instance, Candus kept including the boys in her timeline by saying the boys were in the house, watching TV, and she told them to keep an eye on Summer. I heard Don say previously that one of the boys felt guilty because he didn't go down to the basement to play with Summer. Don also said in an earlier interview that when Summer would be playing alone outside, he would tell the boys go and get Summer now, even though it's not really the boys' responsibility to watch their sister, especially when both parents are right there. So, these are just some thoughts that came to mind because I just don't feel like Josie was taken to that interview because he wanted to go. He was taken there for a reason, whether it was for Don's benefit or just drive home the point of how bad the situation is because he was supposed to watch his sister, and now she is missing. It would make any child feel incredibly guilty. Now, I have another thought. If Don and Candus do in fact have something to hide, they would need the boys to be on the same page in regards to what happened on that day. How would they do that? Perhaps by making the boys feel that they are equally involved in what happened to Summer. What do you think? Drop your comments below.